Hey everyone, it's your boy Jay. I want to welcome you to my channel, Journeys with Jay. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're not, thanks so much for coming back. In today's episode, I'm continuing exploring Quebec City in Quebec, Canada, and this is the nighttime edition. So for those of you that watched the ending of the last video, you saw that it kind of looked overcast and it set up as though it was going to rain, and it did rain. So I cut that video short and I headed back to my accommodations, and a little later it cleared up and it was cool. So this is the nighttime version of what Quebec City looks like at night. So this is walking around Rue Saint Jean, and as you can see, it's an area full of restaurants, pubs, diners, that sort of thing, where people can shop and go and have a place to eat and just relax. So this street, probably about a kilometer or so, just filled with restaurants that persons can just dine. So here we begin to see parts of the old Quebec City, the old fortification here at Saint Jean Gate, or Port Saint Jean. Now please forgive me for pronunciations, because as I said earlier in another video, your boy don't speak a lick of French. I didn't do French since second form in school, so if I mess up the pronunciation, very sorry. So this gate forms the entrance to Artillery Park, which is considered one of the best hidden gems of old Quebec City. And actually, as you'll see, there's some very old, very fantastic looking buildings. But at winter time is where this part really shines. The whole open air area, the flat area, becomes an ice rink. I'll put a picture there for you to see, and it just becomes a magical time, almost straight out of a Christmas movie. At my time of visit, there were a number of informational booths set up in Artillery Park, giving you a little history of the place. Unfortunately, I don't think I saw the English version, so I just took a picture of what I saw and I left it at that. Who doesn't love a little reflection, right? So the beauty of this particular gate or wall is that you could actually climb up on the sides, not climb, but walk up on the sides and have a view of the area where the gate kind of overlooks on both sides. So that's what I did. But as you can see, it's pretty dark outside. So there's some teenage guys up there doing some stuff, probably smoking and stuff. So, yeah. And anybody that knows me well knows that I love castles and I love that Gothic architecture. So this was just amazing for me. So walking down the street after leaving the arches, the gates, it just reminded me so much of Paris and France. And a little later down, you'll hear me say, I keep forgetting that I'm in Canada because this was so nice. I mean, half of my mind was saying, oh my gosh, this is like Central Park. You're going to get robbed, you're going to get mugged. But the other half was like, this is kind of nice, kind of romantic and very European. I keep forgetting I'm in Canada. Seeing this Canada flag here. And I'm like, oh, Canada. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're in Canada. Alright. Passing Esplanade Park, there are a number of monuments to some persons. Not quite sure who they are, but not really going to go into that in this video. Up ahead is Porte de Saint Louis or St. Louis Gate, and that's where I am heading. Churchill and Roosevelt signed the Quebec Agreement, stating that the nuclear technology would never be used against one another, that they would not use it against third parties without the consent of one another. Canada, although not being representative at the particular meeting, played a key role in this agreement as it was a major source of uranium and heavy water, both essential in the atomic bomb. The bust of Churchill is a replica of the bronze bust presented at the Imperial War Museum in London. The bronze bust of Roosevelt is a replica of one placed in the White House from 1934 to 1965. This majestic fountain, adorned with numerous figures and boasting of 43 water jets, stands in front of the Parliament building. Inaugurated in 2007, the fountain was a gift to the city of Quebec by La Maison Simon, a local family retail business, to mark the city's 400th anniversary. 6 copies of the fountain were originally designed by French sculptor Moreau in 1853, and it was even exhibited at the 1955 World Fair in Paris. Simmons purchased the fountains and hired a Parisian specialist to restore it. He knew that it would complement the architectural style of the Parliament buildings perfectly. This gesture by the Simmons family was an expression of thanks to the local residents for contributing to the success of the Simmons fashion retail store located in Old Quebec since 1840. The Parliament Building of Quebec is an 8-floor structure and is home to the National Assembly of Quebec. The Parliament Building was designed in a Second Empire style and built between 1877 and 1886 in the heart of Quebec's Parliament Hill. The National Assembly, or as it was called until 1968, the Legislative Assembly, first met there in 1884, even though the building was only fully completed 2 years later. From the 1910s to the 1930s, the government built several adjacent buildings to expand its office spaces, creating a parliamentary complex, of which the Parliament Building is the main edifice. The 8-story Parliament Building is symmetrical and composed of 3 parts. There are 2 side wings, each with a small tower, one dedicated to Samuel de Champlain, explorer and founder of Quebec City, and the other to Paul Chaumette, founder of Montreal, and a 52-meter tower placed between these 2 wings, which in turn is named after Jacques Cartier, who made the first contact between the French and what is now Canada. The concept of decorations was thought to show an open history of Quebec on the wall of Parliament, including statues and heraldry. The front wall of the Parliament Building houses a total of 26 statues, which were ordered in 1886 and delivered in 1894 from Louis-Philippe Herbert and 8 other sculptors, all from Paris. 2 of the statues represent allegorical themes, religion and country, and history and poetry, and are on either side of the tower. Another 2 represent the indigenous people of Quebec, while the rest honor important people in the history of Quebec. Most of them are in the niches of the building's outer wall. The Parliament Building also has 97 coats of arms, of which 87 are identified. Quebec City's and Montreal's coat of arms appear over the statues of their founders. Several signs of the first Lieutenant Governor of Quebec, as well as the names of prominent families of Quebec, can also be seen on the front wall. The 1868 version of Quebec's coat of arms is above the old entrance to the building. In 1883, Taché carved the phrase "Je me souviens" below it, which is considered the first time the phrase was used as a motto. It became the official provincial motto in 1939 and is now used on standard vehicle registration plates of Quebec. So leaving the Parliament Building, just decided to explore around the area some more. Here we have some more restaurants playing music and have a lively and enjoyable entertainment package. What I really loved about this area is that it is filled with all of these old Gothic design buildings, so it was just fascinating walking down the street and just admiring the architecture. Even though it's night, it's just beautifully lit and you can see some of the details and so on. It was a very, very beautiful street. So a little backstory to these fireworks. In most Canadian major tourist cities, at 10 o'clock at night in summer, there's a fireworks display. But in Montreal and in Ottawa, I think it was either cancelled for the summer or certain nights or whatever. So kind of didn't expect there to be fireworks. So I was just walking back and was greeted by the sight of fireworks. And I must say, even although Niagara Falls fireworks was really long, this is the longest fireworks show I've ever seen. My hand actually got tired of holding the camera at one point, holding the phone at one point. I could say that this fireworks show was at least 20-25 minutes long. Thank you so much for joining me on another Journeys with Jay. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and please leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about the video. Until next time, keep safe. God bless. It's your boy Saint Jay out of here.